guys can see me, but we got the jug out right now, and I'm actually gonna go grab the piston. I'll show you guys what we're looking at here. So here we are. I'll put this jug right here for a second. This is our piston, and this is the damage that we're working with right now. Half the sleeve on the piston fell on the bottom end, and so currently, let me see if I can switch this around so I can see what's going on here. Let's see. Here we go. This might work, might not. Probably should have set this up before I started doing all this. There we go. Okay. So this is the piston right here, right? And with this jug here, there is an exhaust bridge on the inside there. There's that little slot, right? And the issue here, the reason why this got too hot and cracked the exhaust bridge is because these pistons, they have to be, when you install them, they have to be drilled. There has to be two holes, one here and one here. They have to be drilled in order to lubricate that exhaust bridge inside the jug here. And the issue I'm dealing with is the fact that half of this fell down into the bottom end. So I actually was rigging up some tools to split the cases on the bottom end, and you know, I'm actually not going to go that route. I just ordered the whole kit. I'm going to do this thing right. I don't want to mess this thing up at all. You know, this is already a very expensive build, and if it's going to be this expensive, I do not want to mess anything up. I want to pull it apart correctly, and I want to build it correctly. I've got my spec book out here. Rex, come on the side here. The only issue with this power valve is when you give your jug, or when you send your jug into anywhere to get it, you know, re-sleeved or, you know, re-Nicosil, anything like that, you have to pull the power valve assembly completely out. Everything has to be taken off the jug before you send it into them. It means this bearing, this here has to come out. This stuff has to come off. Gasket, all that stuff has to come off of here. And the power valve. The one thing that's really frustrating about this jug here is that the power valve, since the exhaust bridge cracked, you can tell it was getting extremely hot. So this power valve is like lodged in here, and I've been fiddling with it to try and get it out. Very frustrating. Funny thing is, I got the other side out, and I wasn't trying to. I picked up the jug. I was like, yeah, I gotta get this, trying to get this thing out of here. Next thing you know, it was hanging out the front here. So I do know that it can come out of the inside of the jug. I don't know if anybody's ever rebuilt these RC valves before. It's on the channel, and but it is a pain in the ass. This is seriously, I'd rather split the cases 100 times than do this with the power valve. It's such a pain in the ass. But anyways, so I'm trying to get the power valve out because I actually have a buddy in Lake Elsinore, and he's got a shop, and what they have there, they have a bunch of jugs like this one, except for you'll see the jugs are sleeved. Let's see if I can switch this around real quick. So the jugs at the shop are sleeved, so you'll see like a piece of cast around, like a circle around this whole thing, and it's not like a little sleeve, it's like that big. So every time you rebuild, and you hone it, you can go up in size on your bore. So you'll be getting a bigger and bigger piston every single time you rebuild your bike. So that's actually what I'm going to do. I was going to go to US Chrome, but I got a lot of bad reviews back from them about things being warped, things not coming out correctly, and I'm not trying to go that route because I just had to, you know, order a whole bottom end kit, the gears, all that stuff, thrust washers, everything. My dog's stepping on my cord there. Okay, but anyways, so I'm just gonna go to my buddy who's right in Lake Elsinore. It's about I don't know, give or take an hour away from me. We're just gonna meet halfway. I'm gonna give him this jug. I'm gonna take the power valve out somehow. I'm gonna figure out how to get that thing out. I don't care if I have to break it out of there. It's not going into the new jug. I'm putting a whole new power valve in, not messing around with this thing at all. So I'm going to get this power valve out. I'm going to exchange jugs. I'm going to give mine to him. He's going to give me his. It's going to be sleeved right from the shop. It's going to be fitted with a new piston, Pro X, and I'm going to drill lubrication holes when I get it, and I'm going to have the bearing kit and all that stuff. So then this is going to be taken care of. Jug part, one of 3 things is going to be done, and we're moving in the right direction. So this will be done. The piston situation will be taken care of. All that stuff will be good to go. Next, the head, the part that goes on top of here. I ordered a piece of granite. I'm going to get a piece of granite, some sandpaper, and some WD-40. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap the sandpaper on the granite, WD-40, and I'm just going to clean the surface of the head. And I'm actually going to take a small file, it's like a square file on the end of a rod like this, and just get rid of the grooves that are on the head that stick out a little bit far. You know, a couple of grooves on it. It's not that bad to have some marks on the head, but you know, so I'm just gonna make sure it's not gonna, you know, the piston can't hit it or anything like that, and then it's good to go. Because it's either that or pay another $140 to resurface the head. So I don't really want to do all that. I'm already looking at like a lot of money. I'm already like, no joke, probably $1,300 into this project, and I'm grateful for the people that I work with and stuff like that, putting in good word for me. I got some decent money towards my build right now, and I'm stoked about that, because that means that this build will be done very soon. As soon as I split those cases and that bottom end goes in there, the head and everything else is going to be smooth sailing. I'll put all this stuff back on the bike, and we'll be looking pretty good. Real quick, I'm going to take you guys outside, and I'm going to show you currently what's going on with the frame on the bike now that we're out here building.